Hi there, welcome to Friday's market commentary. Here's our chart of the S&P 500 index. And a lot of people have asked me why I look at this one, and it's really because it's the benchmark of the overall marketplace. And then from here I add on a lot of the technical stocks, which are the NASDAQ. But let's start with the trend of what we've got going on here. We can see that the current little trend right now is a little bit of an uptrend coming right in through here. And at the moment we're at the top end of this trend right in through here with our MACDs already starting to drop and stochastics starting to drop. So there's a good chance that we're going to see just a little bit of a downtrend or a little bit of a pullback anyway, although it shouldn't be much because the trend is moving higher. And we actually closed higher on a Friday, which is a pretty good signal. Usually the larger market participants don't like to own a lot of stocks going into a Friday because anything could happen over the weekend, so they sell a lot more of their speculative type positions and then they start buying again on Mondays if they want the stock still. But let's see what we've got. We've got support down here at about 1225, and we've got a couple different resistance levels coming across. We had one here that was at 1275. We went right up and across. So we're going to call that our very short-term support level. Ultimate support's 1225, but short-term support's 1275. If any little pullback we have stays above that level, or just around that level, and then bounces again, it'll still be good news and really positive for the index, and still should see some higher highs coming up. So on top of that, we're going to go up here to about this 1375 level right in through here, which was right around resistance levels February, March, and support levels coming back in through here middle part of May, and a little high early part of June. So we're going to call 1375 our resistance right now and support 1275. So longer term, we're just trading right here in the middle of this pattern. Short term, we expect maybe a little bit of a pullback anywhere right in through this level, right in through here. And if we stay above that level and bounce again, we should see the index try to make another high and maybe make it all the way back up to the 1375 level. So right now, I am longer term bearish on the index. The highs are still getting lower and the lows are still getting lower. But short term, I'm going to call this short term a little bit more neutral short term, because we are moving higher through here, but we're towards the high end of the range and expect a little bit of a pullback. I just don't expect it to be much because a little short term we're bouncing. So I'm going to say I'm neutral because I expect a pullback short term, bearish longer term. All right, let's take a look at the NASDAQ and see what that's trying to tell us. And here's the chart of the NASDAQ. Nice strong index. In fact, the NASDAQ's been pulling the market higher here lately. You can see how strong this move was, 2200 to 2450. Really nice move without hardly any type of pullback at all that entire time. Ultimately, we've got resistance right in through here, the lows back in through here mid-November, and then the highs double top right in through here mid-May, early June. So we're going to call resistance here at 2550 and support level down here about 2200. That's a pretty wide range here for the NASDAQ. And we're on the way higher, moving up through here, but we just hit this little tiny support level coming across right in here about this 2450 level right now. And as we're in there, our MACDs are still dropping and our stochastics are already in this way overbought area. So there's a really good chance we could see some little bit of pullback coming on. Now, if that pullback stays shallow, which means that we're going to keep it, let's say, right in through here, this 2400 level. If we only pull back and we consolidate around 24, now it's not exact, but around 2400 level, and we consolidate around that level and don't drop too much past that, then we should have a nice bounce up off that and ultimately go back to 2550. So longer term, I'm neutral here on the NASDAQ. We've got this nice middle pattern going through here sideways. And short term, I'm neutral as well. I do expect a little bit of a pullback here, but not much of a pullback based on the strength that we're seeing through here on the NASDAQ. So longer term neutral, short term neutral, resistance at 2550, support around 2200. All right, hope that helps. Keep an eye on news. News has a tendency to change everything, and I wish you the best going forward.